I'm your commissioner, Landon Davis, bringing you the latest updates and recap of Week 4 of the Mully Boys fantasy football season. And I got to be honest with you guys, I don't know what happened this week. We have a segment here called Pillow Fight of the Week. This whole week for everyone was like a pillow fight. It was like a big slumber party, and everybody was just pillow fighting the whole time. Like, we only had 2 decent weeks from the whole league. The third highest score was 109 points. 109 points. And that was Jacob Clapp. And I'm happy for Jacob. Finally got the first win this week. He moves to 1-3 and saves him some space for the SAT hot seat. So that was good for him. That moves us to the matchup between Ben and Alex. And guys, it was just bad. All week, everybody, pillow fights up and down. Alex was able to get a win with 104 points, beating Ben 104-98. I mean, it was just sorry. It was just sorry. And that moves us to the matchup between myself and Josh Johnson. And man, Josh, it's bad. It's bad. I mean, he had a chance to win this week if he wouldn't have made such poor decisions on who he started and who he left on his bench. He had a couple receivers go for over 20 on his bench. He had a wide receiver or a tight end score 17, which was huge. And this week, Josh Johnson is crowned winner of This Bench Crazy.
Oop, that's the wrong way. There.
But on the flip side, are you still recording? Okay. On the flip side of that, I scored 127 points, one of the only 2 decent weeks of anyone in the league. And obviously, no surprise to anyone, I moved to 4-0. I mean, it was inevitable almost. But I want to spend some time here with my man Josh. And yes, all of it's true. He has been trash. His team looks like garbage. But I did some math this morning. Josh has had 556 points scored against him. That is an average of 139 points a week scored against him. So yeah, he's been the worst player. Don't get me wrong, he has. But this man is having to score 140 a week just to win. And if it keeps up going like that, Josh will be sitting down and taking the SAT one Saturday morning. And our last matchup of the week comes to us between Vinny Adams and Drayden Ray. And once again, the most dominant force of the week comes from Vinny's matchup. But this week it was not him. Vinny barely came through this week, scoring 96 points, which is not good at all. And Drayden, shocking the world, scoring 130 points, is this week's most dominant force. As the only person in our league who's undefeated, 4-0, I would say I'm pretty much in the clear. I don't see Josh winning 4 games. So I think I may be good for the rest of the season. And also Alex Brigger and Vinny Adams have moved to 3-1, so they're pretty good as well. We got a couple guys that are 2-2 who are not in that much trouble. And then we got a couple who are 1-3, and then Josh is still 0-4 and very much on the hot seat. And it is time to get to it this week with our commissioner's questions. I'm sitting down with the 0-4 and very much on the hot seat, Josh Johnson. And Josh, I got something for you, man. You have earned this little bench because of how crazy your bench was this week.
I got the little bench.
And Josh, the commissioner question of the week is, just set it up there. Let everyone see it. If you had to switch lives with one person in our league, who would you not really mind switching lives with for a day, just a day, and who would you never want to switch lives with?
Who would I not mind switching?
Just for a day.
To be fair, most of us do the same thing every day. We just have different classes. So, I don't know that I would mind your life for a day. It's religion, so how hard can that be?
Harder than you think.
That's what she said.
Oh my God.
And a person I could not stand to be for a day. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between Ben Watts, because I would hate to look like that for a day.
Oh gosh.
And Drayden, because I could not stand to try and be a dentist for a day. That would literally be awful.
All right, Ben and Drayden, he would not want to be you.
Absolutely not.
So here I am with Commissioner's Questions with league member Ben Watts. And Ben, I want to know, if you had to switch places with someone else in our league for a day, had to, who would you not mind being that much, and who would you never want to be ever?
I feel like I wouldn't mind being Denmark. It's not bad.
Why Denmark?
Because Denmark, he doesn't work really hard at school, and like he figures out how to pass all his classes somehow. Like he's not smart, and he doesn't work hard, but he passes all his classes, and he's also rich, so you got to put that in.
Okay, and who would you not want to be at all?
I would definitely not want to be Josh.
Why Josh?
Because Josh has been working out really hard since freshman year,
Oh, gosh.
and he may have put on 2 pounds of muscle at the absolute max. I wouldn't want to be Josh. He liked that one.
So I'm here with league member Jacob Clapp with Commissioner's Questions. But before we do that, there's a fan of these videos that we need to give a shout out to. Jacob, I'm going to let you do it.
Yeah, just a real quick shout out to my little brother Tito. He is a loyal subscriber of the Mully Boys Fantasy Football League YouTube channel. So, Tito, this one's for you, dog.
You're the man, Tito. And what I want to know from you, Jacob, if you had to switch lives with someone else in our league for a day, who would you not mind too bad, and who would you never want to be, even for a day?
So I wouldn't mind switching with Denmark because there's a 9 out of 10 chance I'd be playing golf that day. Very rigorous golfer, and I would shoot well.
Yeah.
When it comes to somebody who I would not want to be, since he took a shot at me last week in my intelligence, I'm going to say Vinny because why would I want to look like that man?
Wow. Wow.
It was painful to watch. I didn't think he was gonna come at me like that. But, I mean, I guess it's just I don't know. It's just
All right, so if you were to have to switch places with somebody in our league, who would you not, for a day, just for a day, who would you not mind that bad, and who would you never want to be?
I wouldn't mind being Drayden. I feel like Drayden's got an interesting life. He's got he does have his own thing. He adventures a lot. He's got like good looking dude. You know what I'm saying? He's got
Okay.
got the whole bit going.
Okay, who would you not?
I don't want to be any of you guys. To be honest, like, I would not want to be any of us, like, other than me. I probably wouldn't want to be Josh. You were missing for 2 weeks. I think you have the least amount of school.
Oh, my fault.
I don't. There's just like a lot going on. You're behind.
Ooh. Well, for not minding, I would have to say Denmark. The language barrier is not that hard to get over, so I think I could handle it for one day. And one I would never want to be is Josh. The pants are just too tight. I couldn't handle the pants.
The pants are too tight. I understand. No, don't get that close to me. So for me, if I had to switch lives with anyone in this league, the guy I wouldn't mind switching lives with, none of them. I wouldn't want to switch lives with any of these guys. They're all pretty crummy. And the guy I would never, under any circumstance, want to switch lives with, all of them. All of them are tied for dead last on that. So, this week, Drayden was the most dominant force. He scored the most points. But ironically, we actually could not find him to put him in the video. So again, in a weird way, he wins where he at. I'm a little worried about my buddy Denmark. I have not seen him all week. What was it, like 91 points or something? And I just don't know what. Here's his girlfriend over here. Let's go talk to her and see if she knows anything. Gracie, I'm worried about your boyfriend. Do you know anything about his whereabouts? Because I haven't seen him all week.
I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just as worried as you are because I haven't seen him anywhere. At all.
This is Denmark's girlfriend, Gracie McMuffin. And we're both just worried. Denmark, let us know where you are. You are this week's segment of Where He At.